The race for the industry to become compliant with the SOLAS container weighing regulation has taken more twists and turns recently. DP World has just announced that it has implemented a comprehensive service to exporters across its portfolio. That a major operator has announced its adherence to the rule will serve as a wake-up call to its competition and pile pressure on those still uncompliant. In order to get an insight from the shipping side of operations, I've spoken to General Manager of FONASBA, Jonathan C. Williams, on the mood of shipbrokers and agents with regards to the rule, and highlight the key areas of confusion with regards to implementation. Hi Jonathan, thanks for coming in to see us today. Firstly, could you outline the mood of shipbrokers and agents with regards to this rule?
We've been supporting the introduction of the mandatory container weighing since the very beginning. When it was first proposed in 2012 at IMO, we were actually the first organisation outside of the sponsoring organisations to voice our support for it. We see it as important for ship safety, but not only for that, it actually gets away with the ambiguity that we've always had with regard to container weights, which is a problem across the whole industry. So yeah, we're fully supportive of it, and we've been involved in its development ever since then.
So how important do you see this ruling as for the industry?
It is very, very important. You've got the safety aspect, which was the original impetus for it, and you've got safety both on ships and in the ports and in land transport, because if you know how much the container weighs, you can treat it properly. If you don't know how much it weighs, then, you know, is it going to tip over? Is the stack going to collapse? Is the forklift going to topple forwards? And the other issue that's particularly important for ship agents is this thing of the description of what's in the container. It is a big problem for us. We have no chance to check it. And while having the weight of the container isn't going to guarantee what's in it, it gives us an idea from the weight what might be in it and whether or not the description is accurate.
And what are the key areas of confusion that your organisation has encountered?
I think there are two main areas of confusion. The first thing, tolerance, which is mentioned in the SOLAS regulations, has blown up into being a big issue. Tolerance doesn't apply to the weight of the container. The container has to have its exact weight stated on its certificate. Tolerance is a bit of a side issue. It's actually related to if you have a weight certificate and you want to check it, for example, a spot check somewhere in a port, if you don't believe that the container weight has been accurately stated, the tolerance is between two different sets of weighing equipment in the same country. So, as I say, people are talking about tolerance, but tolerance is not an issue as far as the actual weighing of the container is concerned, the loading on the ship, etc., etc. The other issue which has come up is the actual identity of the shipper. The expression shipper means different things in different countries, but for the purposes of the SOLAS regulation, it's interesting that most countries have agreed that the shipper will be the party named on the carrier's ocean bill of lading or the equivalent shipping document. So actually that one, we hope, will certainly sort itself out. FONASBA did a survey, it's done it twice now, once in June last year and in March this year. And one of the things we're pleased to see is that there is consistency as to who the shipper is, which, as I say, was an issue people were concerned about in the early days.